Good afternoon. First, care providers from across the region are at Westminster today to demand reforms to protect the future of the social care sector. The campaign, called Providers Unite, wants the government to reverse the decision to increase employers' national insurance contributions. Raj Sergal runs 6 care homes in Norfolk and Cambridgeshire and says the increases will squeeze providers and local authorities. The government says it's committed to supporting the social care sector.
Self-funders will see fees rise by, at minimum, I would say, of 10%. Perhaps even more if as the government is expecting, that self-funders are supposed to cross-subsidise those that are paid by the local authority.
A trial of live facial recognition technology in Ipswich last weekend resulted in 5 arrests in the town centre. Suffolk police used equipment borrowed from their colleagues in Essex to locate people wanted in connection with criminal investigations. The funeral of Tony Martin, who killed a burglar at his farmhouse, has taken place in Kings Lynn this morning. The farmer was jailed in 2000 for the killing of 16-year-old Fred Barris. He also wounded his accomplice Brendan Fearon as they broke into his isolated home at Emneth Hungate near Wisbech. He died aged 80 following a stroke.
He became quite a celebrity and I think people realised he stood for something that they were missing. People really care about someone that fights for their rights.
Prostate Cancer UK is calling for urgent changes to diagnosis guidelines. Figures from the charity show that between 2019 and 2023, the number of men diagnosed rose by 25%. Errol McKellar from Essex was diagnosed in 2010. He's calling for the government to make testing more accessible.
If it only takes 10 minutes and it's a pinprick test, why are we not doing it? You know? And since the pandemic, right, there's over 15,000 men that have not been tested, that have been diagnosed because they've not been tested.
And finally, as LGBTQ History Month draws to a close this week, we celebrate a trailblazer in her field. Lady Evelyn Balfour made her name as a pioneer of organic farming. She lived in Suffolk with author Beryl Herndon for nearly 30 years and dairy worker Kathleen Carnley for 50 years. Time for weather now with James.
Greater Anglia sponsors ITV Anglia Weather.
Hi there, good afternoon. A lot of cloud around earlier, but things brightening up nicely for the rest of Tuesday. Some good sunny spells, even some nice full-on sunshine. Highs pretty much where we'd expect them to be at this time of year, at around 9 or 10 Celsius. Now, any cloud from today should just break up, melt away overnight. A little ridge of high pressure helping settle things down. Also allows temperatures to drift down to around 2 or 3 Celsius. So a bit of a chilly night, possibly a touch of ground or grass frost. And then tomorrow won't be long before the cloud and the rain arrives, and even once the main rain band clears, some rather hefty showers in behind, and temperatures slightly down on today, topping out at 8 or 9.
Greater Anglia sponsors ITV Anglia Weather.
Thank you for joining us this afternoon. That's all from us. We're back again for ITV News Anglia at 6 p.m. Until then, have a lovely day. Becky and David will be back later. Take care.